ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a warm welcome. We have seen half of this 12th Chaupais and Doha. We will first read the complete one and then we will proceed. जे जनमे कलिकाल कराला करतब बायस बेश मराला चलत कुपंथ बेद मग छाड़े कपट कलेवर कलिमल भाड़े बंचक भगत कहाई राम के, किंकर कंचन कोह काम के। तिन मह प्रथम रेख जग मोरी, धिंग धर्म ध्वज धंधक धोरी। जो अपने अवगुण सब कहूँ, बाढ़ई कथा पार नहीं लहूँ। ताते मैं अति अल्प बखाने, थोरे महु जानी हहि सयाने। समुझि विधि विधि बिनती मोरी, को न कथा सुनि देहि खोरी। एतेहु पर करी हहि जे असंका, मोहिते अधिक ते जड मथिरंका। कभी न होवु नहीं चतुर कहावऊ, मति अनुरूप राम गुण गावऊ। कह रघुपति के चरित अपारा, कह मति मोरि निरत संसारा। जेहि मारुत गिरि मेरु उडाही, कहूँ तूल के ही लेखे माही। समुझत अमित राम प्रभुताई, करत कथा मन अति कदराई। सारद शेष महेश विधि, आगम निगम पुराण। नेति नेति कहि जासु गुण, करहि निरंतर गान। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। Sant Tulsidas ji, we saw yesterday, was so humble, and we also thought, why should he make himself so low? Why should he think himself that he is so low? He is not. He is such a great Santa, such an amazing writing he has done, all perfect. But we also saw two aspects. One is the humility part of it. Yes, that is great. The second aspect, again in the second aspect there are two things. One is, common man like you and me won't understand why should Tulsidas ji go to that level, go so down, think so low of himself. It is ununderstandable. But the other part in the second aspect is, see, most of us are learned. We have gone to school, college, we have taken degrees, then we are doing excellent job probably, etc., etc. And remember, we have a feeling, what? I am educated. And more often we say, I know. This I know business has always kept our ego high. Then the actual fact. It is said, Albert Einstein had used only 7% of his intellectual capacities. Can you imagine what would be ours? Think. Probably minus. Is it not? But then we claim we know. And if somebody points that I am ignorant, I get so wild. My ego shoots up. I retaliate. I rebel. Is it not? And thereby, actually speaking, I established that I don't know. Why? That immature reaction establishes my ignorance. Think. Now, the second point here is, whatever we have learned is so small actually. I have always been quoting one proverb in my mother tongue, Tamil Bhasha. Kattradu kaiman alavu, kalladadu ulagalavu. What we have learned, kattradu, what we have learned, kaiman alavu, it is as good as one fist full of sand. Kalladadu, what we have not learnt, ulagalavu, it is as huge as this whole universe. Think. How much ever we have learnt, we have so much to learn. Is it not? Don't we know this? We know. We know so much we don't know. In fact, we don't know how much we don't know. That is our gamut of ignorance. And we claim Buddhuman. I made a mistake. We don't want to claim Buddhuman, isn't it? We claim ourselves to be Buddhiman or Buddhimati. Is it not? And thereby, actually speaking, the moment I come to know that I know, my door of learning is closed. Think. My path for improvement is closed. Therefore, the more I realize that I don't know, the more there is room for me to experiment. More there is room for me to learn further. In our modern educational system, what do you mean by specialization? We come to know about lesser and lesser information, but the more lesser and lesser we go, meaning we go to the specifics, the deeper, more and more we learn about that specific. Ophthalmology does not include all other branches, only about the eye. Orthopedic, does not include anything but bones. Isn't it? People are orthopedic surgeons, specialists, experts. They go deeper and deeper into that aspect of it. Ask them about skin, they will not know. They would have forgotten also. Think. So there are lot of information possible, lot of knowledge possible, but there is again a whole lot of knowledge which we don't know. But here Tulsidasi says, what I have taken up, that itself I don't know probably. Probably Allah. He says, I don't know. Then one may ask, why are you doing it? Because of my love for Rama. Because of my irresistible desire to talk about the glory of Rama. I cannot hold myself, therefore I want to write about him. And therefore I will write. And those who point fingers at me and make me think that I am doing this wrong, there it is wrong, there is a flaw, here it is a flaw. I am like a child in this field. Children make mistakes. People who show that this child is making this mistake, that mistake there, the parents have not taught it properly, the teachers have not checked properly. Such people are foolish than me. He will say that. When the child is making a mistake, let us say in chanting, which we have dealt with it several times, the parents, the elders nearby, they clap. In spite of the child chanting wrong, they clap. Very good, excellent, wonderful. The child gets inspired. The child gets motivated. And the child will learn more and more shlokas. Will want to chant more and more, and over a period of time, the child will also learn that properly. Is it not? This is how we encourage our children. Tulsi Das ji, in a manner of saying, considers himself as like that child who has got lot of flaws, doesn't matter. Let me sing the glory of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Look at the love for Rama. Look at the intense desire to bring his glory to you and me. How blessed are we? Think. He says, "Ja apne avaguna sab kahamo." Whatever avaguna that I have told you are very little. Badaikata. It is too much. Par nahi lahau. I cannot end. Why? It goes on. All my avagunas are so much that there is no end to it. Tulsi Das ji says, now you tell me how much of avaguna we all have. Isn't it? Here, there is another beautiful pointer. Tulsi Das ji wants you and me to look at ourselves. Instead of finding fault with others, instead of seeing the avaguna of others, how much can we think of our own avagunas and improve upon? Doesn't matter, so what, it is there. Everybody have got avagunas. But the intelligence is when I accept that I have these avagunas, which Tulsi Das is committing, and then he says, I am still wanting to write. Similarly, we have to accept all our limitations, all our avagunas, and slowly turn our attention towards Bhagavan so that importance goes to Bhagavan's virtues and our vices takes a back seat. And slowly they will disappear. Bhagavad Gita says, Vishayan vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha. Vishayan vinivartante. There it is Vishaya. Here we can correlate it with our avaguna. The more I keep looking at my avaguna, the more it will multiply. Therefore, don't think much of avaguna. Turn the attention towards Rama. Tate, therefore, मैं अति अल्प बखाने. I am such a small person. थोरे महु जान ही थयाने. Please accept me. Samoji bibidi bidi binati mori. Binati, he folds his hands. Such a great Mahatma, folding his hands and requesting you and me. Think. Binati mori. Kovuna katha suni dehi khori. Accept my limitations. Vividha vidhi samuji. Please understand. And kovuna katha suni dehi khori. And the one who listens to that. And then he says, Etehu para karihi je asanka. Those people, even after me telling all this, even if they find asanka, if they find faults, he says, I should not be saying this, but then I have to say what? Mohite adhikate jadamathiranka. They are more foolish than me who see my faults rather than my love towards Bhagavan. Think. Therefore, the knowledge given here is stop finding faults with others. Stop thinking ill of others. Look at the good parts in them. Everybody have got something good. Focus on that goodness. And then slowly turn that focus towards Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Kabhi na ho. I am not a good poet. Nahi chatura kahamo. Again and again he says, I don't have that vocabulary. I cannot articulate like other great people, well-learned people. Mati anurupa rama gunagao. With my little intellect, I would like to sing Rama Guna. I would like to sing that. Kaha Raghupati ke charita apara. Where Raghupati's charita is apara. Is so huge, never ending. So much of guna is there about Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Kahamati mori nirata samsara. When Bhagavan's glories are so much, where is this little mati? of mine which is drowned, nirata samsara, drowned in samsara. All of us, we are so engaged in the worldly activities. And we say, we don't have time for Bhagavan. Naturally, we cannot enjoy life. Because life is like a wild goose chase behind what? All impermanent, petty things of the world. When he says, my mind is so drowned in samsara, Kahamati Muri, with limited this one, how can I sing Raghupati ke charita apara? Jehi marutagiri meru udai. He gives a very beautiful example. He says, Maruta means wind god. When wind god is so powerful, Meru Giri Udai, even the Meru Parvata starts flying with the power and strength of wind. And when Meru Parvata itself starts flying, Kaham hu tula kehi lekhi mahi. I am like one small ball of cotton. Meru Parvata, a small ball of cotton. Where am I? And then he says, Samujata Amita. Those people who understand, what they understand? Rama Prabhutai. When they come to understand the glory of Rama, greatness of Ramchandraji, Karata Katha Mana Atikadarai. Karata Katha. In spite of the limitations, like what I am today, Karata Katha, they will still do it. Why? Because of two reasons. One, because the glory of Bhagavan is so much. I become irresistible. And two, by focusing on Bhagavan, hopefully all my samsarika jivana will drop out and I will be ever reveling. Ramante iti Ramaha, it is said. Yoginam ramante iti Ramaha. The name Rama meaning what? The one who makes, on whom the whole Siddha Purushas revel. Therefore, Kathamana Ati Kadarai. Now look at the ending part of this particular Doha, 12th Doha. He says, Saradasesa Mahesa Bidhi Agama Nigama Puran. Sarada Devi Sharada. Sharada Devi says, I cannot complete writing Bhagavan's glory. Saraswati, goddess of knowledge, if she has to say that I can never complete writing the glories of Bhagavan, Sesa Bhagavan Adishesha, even if he talks about Bhagavan's glories with a 1,000 mouth, he is a 1,000-mouthed snake, Adishesha. Even if he speaks the glories of Bhagavan with all the 1,000 mouth, he says it is not sufficient. Mahesa, Bhagavan Shivji, who is a great devotee of Ramchandraji. Is it not? That's a very, very wonderful thing. We will see in this Ramcharitamanas, this beautiful prasangas we will see where Shivaji is a devotee of Rama and Rama is a devotee of Shivaji. What a beautiful emotions they share. You know, that is called love. That is called prema. That is called sneha. That is called bandhavya. Mahesa. Bidhi. Bidhi means Brahmadeva. Sharada, Shesha Bhagavan, Mahesha, Bidhi, Agama Nigama Purana, Veda, Vedanga, Purana, Itihasa, Ityadi. You can even Tantra Jnana, everything all put together. These are only representations of what? Of the entire scripture. All of them. What do they say? Neti neti kahi jasu guna. Neti neti kahi. They say neti neti jasu guna. This word neti is very interesting. It has got two meanings. One is, when we take neti neti with reference to nirguna nirakara brahma tattva, na iti vakyataha, Mandukya Upanishad says. What does it say? What you see, what you hear, what you feel by touch, what you taste, what you smell, whatever you can comprehend with your mind and intellect, all those put together, lock, stock and barrel, is not Brahman. Throw it. Naiti. This is not that supreme. Nirguna nirakara brahma tattva, Upanishad says, na iti vakyataha. Not this, not this. Now when we take it with reference to Saguna Sakara Bhagavan, then saying na iti talks very beautifully in a different way. Iti Shabda represents the end. Like, Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Karma Yogo Nama Tritiyodhyayah. Iti means thus. That means that is the end of Karma Yoga, the third chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which is a dialogue between Arjuna and Sri Krishna, which has the essence of the Upanishads. Iti. End. And therefore, when you refer neti with reference to Saguna Sakara Brahma, it says, na, there is no end. There is no end of what? Jasu guna, to complete Bhagavan's great glory, Bhagavan's guna. There cannot be an end. You can never say, therefore, this is all the glory of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. I Ram. Our little mind, our little intellect concludes what? That guna of Bhagavan. Nobody can do it. Therefore, neti kahi jasu guna karahi nirantaragana. How beautiful. He says, Sharada Devi, Sesha Bhagavan, Shivaji, Maheshwara, Bidhi, Brahmadeva, Agama, Nigama, Purana, Karahi Nirantara. They continuously, even now, for eternity, they will go on singing the glory of Bhagavan. Why? That is the wonder. We all talk of wonders of the world, is it not? And all man-made small petty things, which is again controversial. Is it not? All the wonders of the world. Have you ever seen the wonder in front of the mirror? Think. And still we seek wonder outside. How foolish. The greatest wonder is the glory of Bhagavan. Nothing can be as wonderful as Bhagavan. And what more wonderful can be than the glories of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Every thought, every act, every attitude is a pointer for me to think, which is also the greatest glory of Bhagavan. Therefore, Tulsi writes, Karahi Nirantara Gana. Nobody can complete. Na iti. However, even though they know that they cannot complete writing the glory of Bhagavan, Karahi Nirantara Gana. They continuously write the glory of Bhagavan. All these are important for us to understand how wonderful is this Ramakatha and how greatly blessed we are by Bhagavan, so that in this lifetime we can also listen to his glorious Katha. And if we can put up a few steps ahead in the path of sadhana, in the life of Ramchandraji, in the path that he had walked. Ramasya ayanam Ramayanam, the path that was walked by Sri Ramchandraji. If we can put few steps ahead, we are blessed. With that thought, we will end this series 2 days early, as I mentioned yesterday. But from next series again it will be 10 days only, 1st to 10th of every month. I thank you for being with me. I thank you again for those who are supporting Sadhana Mandira. I thank you for encouraging me to whatever extent possible. I will do my sadhana. I will do my best in bringing whatever I could understand little of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji through my study. Let us all think, let us all revere and revel in the glory of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji in the days to come. We will take the name of the Lord for 2 minutes before we conclude the series and then meet again on the 1st of August. Please join me. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram.